Hello and good evening from Foundation Field here in Hamilton, Ohio, as the Hamilton Joes will take on the Cincinnati Steam in game number 35 of the GLSCL summer season. Sam Newcomb here alongside Luke Westpoy. The Joes got the sweep in the doubleheader yesterday over the Bison, shutting out the Bison in both games 14-0 and 5-0, but Luke, starting tonight and tomorrow, the Joes have two big games against the Steam and then the Jazz. But it starts off against the Steam tonight. Sam Klein on the mound, should be an exciting game.
Yeah, the pitching's been great, and the bats have been as well in the past 3 days. Undefeated on the week for the Joes, and they're going to look to ride that wave of momentum coming up into the biggest two games of the season on the next two nights.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups. The Steam will bat first, batting first and playing center field, Adam Schneider. Batting second and DHing, Truman Pearson. Batting third and at second base, Drew Klassner. Batting fourth in left field, Carrington Cross. Batting fifth and at third base, Harrison Johnson. Batting sixth and at shortstop, Brennan Rowe. Batting seventh and playing right field, Colin Flynn. Batting eighth and at first base, Tyler Wagner. And batting ninth and catching for the Steam, Drew Baker. The Joes are currently tied with the Richmond Jazz atop the South Division. The Steam are not too far behind in the GLSCL South, so it's a big game for them. They're 2 games out of first place, and they have a chance to get within a game after a win tonight, but they're going to go up against the Joes ace in Sam Klein, who is 4-0 on the season, has a 1.65 ERA. He's making his 7th start of the season. He's pitched 38 total innings, has only given up 7 earned runs, 17 hits. He struck out 53, which is a league best, and has only walked 12. He was also named to the South All-Star team. He'll be pitching at Prasco on Tuesday. One of 3 pitchers to make the All-Star team for the Joes. The other 2, Sebastian Gongora and Chase Hopewell. And then, of course, the Joes had 4 positional players make it to the All-Star game. Sammy Sass, who will be behind the dish, he was named an All-Star. We had Logan Castleman and Harry Jackson in the outfield, and then Luke Arnold, the third baseman in today's game, is also an All-Star. Logan Castleman has the day off today, so in the outfield for the Joes, you have Dalton Miller in left, Leighton Banjoff in center, and Harry Jackson in right field. Then in the infield, you have Luke Arnold at third base, Garrett Staten at shortstop, Cole Becker at second base, and Matt Dietering at first. And like I mentioned, Sammy Sass behind the dish. And Sam Klein is thrown to Sammy today. Joes are 3-0 on the week after they were 1-4 last week.
1-3, 1-4,
Yeah.
something like that. It was a tough week for them last week, but yeah, great start right now.
They got a win in Circleville over the Marlins. Then they shut out the Bison in both games of the doubleheader yesterday. The Joes pitching hasn't gave up a hit in 25 straight innings, dating back to the 8th inning of the Richmond Jazz game on Saturday.
Yeah, the Joes pitching has been very, very good in these past couple of days. And they didn't even have their ace on the mound. Today they do, Sam Klein taking the hill.
Umpires for today's game behind the plate calling balls and strikes is Jim Enright, and the base umpire is John Molesky. Adam Schneider will dig in, batting from the left side. Sam Klein sets and fires, and that's a fastball just outside. First pitch, 7:06 here on this Thursday evening. Schneider batting .226 on the summer, and he watches another one just off the plate, but this one's called strike, and the count's 1-1. Schneider has 2 RBIs on the season, is batting .286 against Joe's pitching. The pitch from Klein is grounded over to the second baseman, Cole Becker, fields it on a hop, low throw over to first, but in time for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down for Sam Klein on the bump today. Sam Klein last pitched against the Steam on July 9th when the Joes put up 11 runs in the first inning. In that game, Klein went 5 2/3, gave up 3 earned runs, 3 hits, 5 walks, and 10 strikeouts. First pitch to Truman Pearson's outside. Sam Klein has been really successful against the Steam this season, a total of 13 2/3 innings pitched. He's only given up 3 earned runs in those 13 2/3. The 1-0 from Klein is upstairs, ball 2. Truman Pearson just 1 for 11 against the Joes this summer. Joes in their white jerseys and white pants with black caps and Joe's script across the top, and the Steam in their blue jerseys, gray pants, as Truman Pearson hits this one hard to Cole Becker, who spikes it into the turf, but Dietering was able to haul it in for out number 2.
Yeah, that was a weird play there by Cole Becker. It was a short throw, and he's sharing a laugh with Matt Dietering over at first, as luckily that ball was hit pretty quickly over there to him, so he had plenty of time to get that over to first, and he still made the play.
So 2 up, 2 down for Sam Klein's day. First pitch to Drew Klasner's outside. Sam Klein, sophomore at Ball State, has pitched phenomenally against the Steam this season, and as a whole, he's pitched really well. 1.65 ERA as he gets Klasner to swing and miss on the 1-0, and the count's even at 1 ball and a strike. Beautiful day for some baseball. Clouds out in the distance, but overhead is blue skies here in Hamilton. It's a hot one, though, around 90 degrees. The 1-1 from Klein is lifted into left field. Dalton Miller is underneath it. He'll make the catch. 3 up, 3 down. Sam Klein has a good start to his day. When we come back, we'll give you the Joes starting lineups, and their bats will come up to the plate for the first time today. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield, or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Back here in Hamilton, Sam Klein retires the Steam in order 1, 2, 3 in the top half of the first. Let's give you the Joe starting lineup. Batting first and playing second base, Cole Becker. Batting second in right field, Harry Jackson. Batting third and catching, Sammy Sass. Batting fourth in center field, Leighton Banjoff. Batting fifth at third base, Luke Arnold. Batting sixth at first base, Matt Dietering. Batting seventh in left field, Dalton Miller. Batting eighth and DHing, John Sanjul. And batting ninth and at shortstop for the Joes is Garrett Staten. On the mound for the Cincinnati Steam is Brett Dietrich. Dietrich is 2 and 3 this season, has a 5.68 ERA. He's making his 5th start of the season. It's his first start and first appearance against the Joes this summer. He's pitched 19 innings. He's given up 12 runs, 15 hits, 14 strikeouts, and 14 walks.
Yeah, Dietrich does not have an outing this season where he has not given up an earned run. So we'll see if the Joes can continue that trend. He's making his 5th start. And he tends to go kind of 3-ish innings. He goes generally, so we'll see how long he can go. He has gone as long as 7 against the Richmond Jazz back on June 25th.
First pitch from Dietrich is in there for a strike on the inside corner to Cole Becker.
Becker got the second best average on the team against this Cincinnati Steam squad at .400.
The 0-1 from Dietrich is going to bounce low. For a ball, 1-1 the count to Cole Becker, who's batting .304 on the season, has a hit in 15 of his last 17 games for the Joes this summer. He's batting .400 against Steam pitching. Joes are 5-2 against the Steam this season. Dietrich's pitch is outside. For ball 2. Cole Becker in Game 2 of the doubleheader yesterday was 1 for 3 with a sac fly as well. The 2-1 is high and out, ball 3. Last time the Joes faced the Steam, the Joes won 18-3. They put up 11 runs in the first inning, and they would end up getting the run rule victory over the Steam. Steam won yesterday's game against the Scouts 10-0. The 3-1 to Becker outside, and it's a 5-pitch walk. So the leadoff man is on for the Joes here in the bottom of the first. And now Harry Jackson will bat. Harry out of Lourdes University. He's batting .351, which is a team best. And an even .300 average against the Cincinnati Steam this season. First pitch to Jackson. Dives into the turf. Drew Baker keeps it in front. It's a hold. Cole Becker at first base. Take a look at the Steam defensive positioning. Carrington Cross in left field, Adam Schneider in center field, Colin Flynn in right. The pitch, and bunt was squared but pulled back, and Cole Becker swipes second base without a throw. Then in the infield for the Steam, Harrison Johnson at third, Brenton Rowe at short, Drew Klassner at second base, Tyler Wagner at first base, and Baker behind the dish, and Brett Dietrich is pitching for the Steam tonight. Takes a couple looks over at Becker, now throws home, and this one is a fastball off the plate outside. Ball 3. So it's a 5-pitch walk to Becker, and he's thrown 3 straight balls to Harry Jackson.
Dietrich walks a lot of batters. He's got 17 in just 19 innings of work, so almost 1 per inning.
The pitch, runner on the move, and that one's low, and Cole Becker swipes third. There's runners on the corners with nobody out.
Becker had a great jump there. There was a little bit of a hesitation in Dietrich from his windup, and the pitch ended up being low, so there was no throw anyway from Drew Baker, but nonetheless, Cole Becker gets the stolen bag, and now they're on the corners for Sammy Sass.
Harry Jackson, the all-star for the Joes, just walked, and now another all-star steps up to the plate, Sammy Sass, who's batting .308 on the season. Out of Wright State, all 3 Wright State Raiders made the all-star game for the Joes. On the move is Harry Jackson, and there's not going to be a throw. Runners on second and third now with nobody out.
There was nobody covering the bag, and that's huge now for the Joes. As you mentioned, there's nobody out. That eliminates the force play.
Sammy Sass is batting .409 on the season against left-handed pitching. Dietrich pitch is going to catch the outside corner for a strike.
Sass is batting .353 against the Cincinnati Steam, and he's also got a pair of home runs as well.
He has 5 home runs on the season. He had 4 in 1 week earlier, a couple weeks ago. The pitch is a breaking ball that catches the inside corner. Sammy Sass doesn't like the call. Now he's going to have to step up in the box, down in the count 1-2. Runners on second and third for the Joes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Dietrich is going to go into the turf, and Baker gobbles it up in front of him. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Sass. Leighton Banjoff on deck for the Joes. Dietrich dangles his left arm, now sets at the belt. Kicks and fires. This one's a ground ball right side. That'll score a run. Klassner will field to his left, throw to first in time for out number 1. So it's an RBI ground out for Sammy Sass. Cole Becker came in to score. And the Joes strike first here in the bottom of the first. They lead 1-0.
Yeah, Sammy Sass did a good job with 2 strikes on him to just put one in play. You knew if it was on the right side of the infield, it would probably score a run. That one came off the end of the bat and did not give Drew Klassner enough time to try and go home with it. So now we'll see if Leighton Banjoff can bat another in now with a runner on third.
Banjoff's 0 for his last 8 at the plate. He's batting .260 on the season. He watches one go by at the feet for a ball. And now Rick Antonori is going to come chat with his pitcher, Brett Dietrich.
Dietrich was a little surprised when he turned around and saw Antonori coming his way. This is a very early conference, but he struggled with his command a little bit here to start off the first, and so his coach is just going to try to calm him down a bit.
Yeah, Braxton Foley started the game. The last time these two teams played, he only was able to go 2/3 of an inning. He gave up 8 earned runs, and then Shea came in and he gave up 3 earned runs himself. Joseph scored 11 in the first inning last time they played the Steam.
Foley was actually the projected starter for this game earlier today, but Dietrich is the one who starts on the mound for the Steam.
The 1-0 is a softly hit ball to third base. Harrison Johnson charges in, throws to first in time, but the Joes get another RBI ground out of it, and they now lead 2-0.
Yeah, just another slow ground ball this time off the bat of Banjoff. And actually, Johnson did a great job to charge in on that one, and if he wanted to, he maybe could have gone home with it and had a close play there, but instead he just got the sure out.
So 2-0 Joes here in the bottom of the first. Cole Becker and Harry Jackson walked, and both of them have come around to score on back-to-back ground ball outs, but Sammy Sass and Leighton Banjoff get an RBI out of it. First pitch to Luke Arnold is low in the zone, but Arnold goes chasing for strike one. Arnold batting .287 on the season, 25 RBIs, which leads the team. He hit his second home run of the season yesterday at Don Edwards Park. The pitch from Dietrich is outside for a ball.
It was a tale of 2 games for Luke yesterday as he reached base 5 times in the first game, but then in game 2 he did not record a hit. He did get a run after walking once, but it was a tough second game for Luke.
The 1-0 hit sharply over to third. Harrison Johnson gloves it and throws across the diamond for the third out of the inning. So Dietrich walks the first 2 batters in the lineup for the Joes, and both those guys came around to score. Joes lead 2-0 as we head into the second inning here at Foundation Field. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service.
Carrington Cross will lead things off for the Cincinnati Steam here in the top of the second. Joes lead 2-0 after they were able to score 2 in the bottom of the first. They didn't even get a hit in the first inning. It was just 2 walks and then a couple ground balls from the Joes bats that scored both those guys. It was Cole Becker and Jackson who came in to score. Sam Klein back on the mound. He sets and fires, and that one is strike at the knees. Carrington Cross, batting .426 on the season. He was named to the All-Star team, and he'll be playing in that one at Prasco on Tuesday. The broadcast for that one will be on the GOSCL Facebook. It'll be live, and me and Luke will have play-by-play for the 5th inning, and then we'll also be providing pre- and post-game content throughout the day. There's a showcase before the game. It's a good, fun all-day event at Prasco. Free food, free admission. So try to come out to that. Pitch from Klein is in the turf. And Sass keeps it in front, but no one to worry about on the base pass. Counts 3-1 to Carrington.
It's a great crowd on hand today for
first responders night. We had some state troopers. We had the sheriff here. The UC Bearcat is here as well. So
this honestly might be our largest crowd of the season, as Klein's 3-1 is a fastball just off the plate outside, ball 4.
It's the largest crowd for probably the biggest game of the season.
Joe's currently tied in first place with the Richmond Jazz. The top 2 teams in each division will make the playoffs. Joe's will have 7 games left on their schedule after the conclusion of this one. Harrison Johnson, batting from the left side, swings to the first pitch and fouls it off out of play. The Steam have 67 stolen bags in 85 attempts this season, which is 3rd best in the GLSCL. Sam Klein gets the sign from Sammy Sass, now sets below the belt. Long pause, now delivers home, and another one in the turf. So Sam Klein has thrown a couple in the turf now. Fully turf infield here at Foundation Field, and the outfield is grass. Counts 1-1 to Harrison Johnson out of Ohio University. Harrison Johnson has 5 long balls this season. One of them came against the Joes in Game 1 of the season, as Klein's going to check on the runner over at first. That's Cross, but Cross back in there, sliding head first. 1-1 the count to Harrison Johnson. Cross on the move. Sammy Sass throws the second. Not in time. It was a good throw, but Cross able to beat it out and get his left hand on the bag just in the nick of time. So he swipes second, and the Steam have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. The pitch was a ball, so the count's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Harrison Johnson, with Cross on second base. Sam Klein sets below the belt, takes a couple looks at second, now throws home, and this one is rifled into left center field, and Dalton Miller is able to range to his left and make the nice catch. And there's 1 out in the inning. Carrington Cross holds put over at second base. And now Brennan Rowe, the Hoosier, will come up to bat. Brennan Rowe batting .278 on the season. He's on a 6-game hit streak for the Steam. Sam Klein steps off the rubber and steps back on. Eyes into the signal from Sammy Sass behind the dish. Now sets. The pitch. Crosses on the move. Sammy Sass throws in the turf. It's a good tag. No, he's safe. And once again, Cross barely gets in there. He swipes his second bag today, and he's on third base with 1 out.
Yeah, that one was a bouncer from Sass, but it still got there in enough time, and Luke Arnold made a pretty good tag, but Cross able to beat it out just barely once again.
No balls and a strike to Brennan Rowe. Klein from the stretch. Deals home. And a nice block there from Sammy Sass to keep it in front, to hold that runner over at third base. Sam Klein's only given up 7 earned runs on the season in 38 innings pitched. He has the best ERA in the GLSCL, and he's struck out the most batters. The pitch to Brennan Rowe is popped up and out of play over our heads, and the count's 1-2. Brennan Rowe only had 3 at-bats at Indiana this past spring, was 2 for 3 against Penn State. The 1-2 to Rowe is hit hard at the third baseman Arnold. He's scumming home with it. Sass will apply the tag. He's safe. Oh my goodness. How is that? How is he safe? So Carrington Cross goes to second. He's barely safe there when swiping second. He's barely safe going to third, and then he's barely safe coming home. Jim Enright with a very questionable call. And out of all that madness, Brennan Rowe advances to second base on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, that was a crazy sequence, and as you mentioned, Brennan Rowe ran over to second when Sammy Sass was looking over at the Joes dugout. So a tough break for them, and now there's a runner in scoring position. You got to control the emotion here. That's a tough break for Sam Klein, but he's still got 2 outs to get.
It's a 2-1 game. This one's popped up towards the Steam dugout, and it's going to land right on top of the Steam dugout on the right side. So it's a 2-1 ball game after Carrington Cross swiped second, swiped third, and then came home on a ground ball to third base. Arnold delivered a good throw. It was a one-hopper to Sammy Sass, and Sass applied the tag, but Jim Enright said that Cross got his hand in there before the tag was applied. And Brennan Rowe advanced to second in all that madness. The 0-1 from Klein is up in the zone, ball 1. It's a pivotal game between these two teams. The Steam are currently in third place, 2 games out. And the Joes are tied for first with the Richmond Jazz. Steam and the Jazz will play, or the Joes and the Jazz rather, will play in Richmond tomorrow night. Klein takes a look at second and is going to lift his knee and step off. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the second. Steam have scored 1 already here in the inning. The 1-1 to Flynn is it inside. And the count's 2-1. Colin Flynn batting .238 on the year, but just 167 average against Joe's pitching. It's the third appearance, third time they've seen Sam Klein on the mound this year. Klein's 2-1 on its way. Misses high at the letters, ball 3. Klein wiping his right hand on his right thigh on his pants to try to get the sweat off, as it's a hot one here in Hamilton. 3 balls and a strike with 1 out. The 3-1 from Klein is going to dive low and inside again, ball 4. It's Klein's second walk given up in the inning, and there's runners on first and second for the 8-hitter in the lineup, Tyler Wagner.
You got to respond here for Klein. Obviously, after that play at home, that can be tough for a pitcher. They like to kind of keep control of things. They don't like to watch it unfold in front of them, but unfortunately, that's exactly what Klein had to do, and we'll see if he can just keep that out of his mind.
Wagner has a hit in 8 of his last 10 games. He's batting from the left side. Runners on first and second with 1 out here in the second inning. And he swings at the first pitch. That one's going to get down for a base hit. Around third and heading home is Brennan Rowe. Heading around second and going to third is Colin Flynn. And it's a double for Tyler Wagner. And Brennan Rowe ties this game up after coming home in to score.
Yeah, it was just a little flare shot out there and left that got down. And Garrett Staten actually almost was able to get the runner at third, but he dropped the ball when he was trying to apply the tag. So there's still 1 out in the inning, and now the 9-hitter and Drew Baker comes up.
Game is tied at 2. Drew Baker 0 for 9 against the Joes this year. Coming up to bat in a big spot here in the second inning. Klein's first pitch is swung at, chopped high, and this was off the foot of Baker. And it's going to be a dead ball. Tyler Wagner's hit was the first hit for the Steam today. Counts 0-1 to Baker. With runners on second and third and only 1 out. Klein's 0-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball, and that one is called strike at the top of the strike zone by Jim Enright. And Baker's down in the count 0-2. Klein had 10 strikeouts his last time out when he struck out 10 Steam batters. And he's not going to get one just yet as Baker fouls it off. Klein has 53 strikeouts on the season, which is the most in the GLSCO. No balls, 2 strikes to Drew Baker. 1 out in the inning. The Steam have tied it at 2. Klein Klein's pitch on its way, swing and a miss. Nice off-speed pitch there, foul tipped into the glove of Sammy Sass. And that is the first K of the day for Sam Klein.
And it comes in a huge spot now as he can get out of the inning here with the game tied on this batter. Good job by Sam to rein in the emotion on that one and just throw home.
Schneider is the 7th man to bat in the inning. Klein's only given up 1 hit, but he's walked 2 batters. The first pitch to Schneider swung at and fouled off. And I believe it smoked a car in the parking lot on the left side. Schneider grounded out to Cole Becker at second base his last time up. Second and third, 2 outs here in the top of the second. The Steam have scored 2 runs of the inning to tie it up at 2. Klein's 0-1 on its way. Lofted right into the glove of Luke Arnold. Soft line drive hit. And Luke Arnold able to secure it, ranging to his left for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Steam strand 2 on base, but they are able to tie it up at 2 as we go to the bottom of the second. 2 up for the Joes. Matt Dietering, Dalton Miller, and San Jewel when we come back on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com. A proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com. The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Joe's
Good. Back here at Foundation Field, the Steam able to score 2 runs in the top half of the second to tie this game at 2. Matt Dietering will lead things off. He's swinging probably the hottest bat in the Joes lineup. He's 13 for his last 24 at the plate. He's batting .325 on the season on a 6-game hit streak. First pitch from Dietrich is swung on and missed.
Yeah, Matt's been very, very good, as you mentioned, lately. Batting .325, which is good enough for 2nd on the team now. And that's just truly incredible from him.
He swings at back-to-back pitches and swings right through that one. The count's 0-2. Dietering just batting .214, though, against the Steam this season. Batting from the left side, Dietrich comes set and throws home. And this one bounces in the turf and past Baker to the backstop. Probably 2 or 3 feet in home plate is where it bounced. Counts 1-2 to Dietering.
Yeah, Dietering went 1 for 5 with a home run in the last meeting between these two teams, but he had a pair of loud outs to the warning track, so he was pretty close on a couple.
Dietering watches one go by, called strike 3 on the inside corner. He strikes out for the first time today to start the bottom of the second. That's the first strikeout of Dietrich's day. So now Dalton Miller will come up into the batter's box, batting from the right side. Dalton played in Game 2 of the doubleheader, went 2 for 3 at the plate with 2 RBIs. First pitch is outside to Dalton. Dalton batting .286 against left-handed pitching this season. Dietrich sets and fires home, and this one is lined into left field, base hit. So Dalton Miller continues to swing the bat well. He's on board first base with a one-out single here in the bottom of the second. And that's actually the first hit of the day for the Joes. They scored 2 runs in the first, but it was walks and ground balls that scored both those runs. So John Sanjul now bat. Sanjul has a 6-game hit streak going right now. He's 9 for his last 21 at the plate. Batting from the left side out of Columbia. Did not have a season this past spring, as did all Ivy League schools. First pitch from Dietrich is low for a ball.
Yeah, Sanjul, as we mentioned a couple times on this broadcast, has really started to knock off the rust. You can tell that he's back into his form.
We're going to check on Miller over at first, but Miller back in there standing up. Ball and no strikes to John Sanjul. Dietrich from the stretch. Oh, kick and fire. And this one is roped into right field, but right at the right fielder, Colin Flynn. He'll jump at it and will make the catch for out number 2 of the inning.
That ball was hit well, but just didn't have the right location from John Sanjul.
And now the 9-hitter in the lineup, Garrett Staten, will bat. Staten batting .319 on the season for the Joes. He is raked against the Steam this year. 9 for 15. That's a .600 average. See if the Joes can get a 2-out rally going. First pitch to Staten is a breaking ball that slides outside. Ball 1. Cole Becker is on deck. He's the top of the order man. Dalton Miller on first base. He's singled with 1 out. He's on the move to second. Baker's throw. There's not going to be a throw. He couldn't get it out of his mitt cleanly. And Miller swipes second base. His first stolen bag of the day. And he's in scoring position for Garrett Staten.
I would not be surprised at all to see the Joes try to steal a whole lot today on Brett Dietrich. He's got a really slow delivery. There was no throw there, but if there are any close plays, the Joes can certainly get a good jump off his windup.
The 2-0 is grounded to Harrison Johnson at third. He'll throw to first in time. And the Joes strand Dalton Miller on base. So we go to the third, all tied up at 2. Both these teams battling for a playoff spot. And we'll be right back here from Foundation Field on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at CBoxSports. Joe's fans, stop by Chester's Pizza to grab the best slice in town. A local staple since 1948, they're located at 2929 Dixie Highway in Hamilton, and they can be found on the phone at 513-892-1973. Chester's Pizza is a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
We enter the third inning scoreless. Or not scoreless, tied at 2 rather. Excuse me. Joe scored 2 in the bottom of the first, and the Steam answered in the top of the second with 2 themselves to tie it up at 2. Sam Klein back on the mound to start the third inning. Truman Pearson bats and watches a fastball right down Main Street for a strike. Pearson just 1 for 12 against the Joes this year. Drew Quassner on deck and Carrington Cross in the hole. Those 2 guys will also bat in the inning. Klein's fastball pitch is outside. 1 ball and a strike to Truman Pearson, who's batting .239 on the season. Perfect day for some baseball. Here in Hamilton, the 1-1 from Klein, swing and a miss. Nice slider there. Pearson way ahead of it. And the count's 1-2. Sam Klein going for his second strikeout of his day. He sets and fires home. Breaking ball called strike 3 at the top of the strike zone. Sass will throw it around the horn, and there's 1 up, 1 down here in the third.
Oh, that was a beauty there from Sam Klein. That one just dipped right into the zone, and there was nothing Pearson could do to fight that one off by the time he realized where it was headed.
Drew Klasner will now bat. Klasner flew out to Dalton Miller his last time up. Out of the University of Charleston, swings to the first pitch. This one is chopped foul. One of the assistant coaches for the Steam makes a nice barehanded play, coaching for first base over there.
That's gotta hurt those guys' hands. We see a lot of guys lunge at those balls. It's gotta hurt if you're doing it barehanded.
The 0-1 pitch, outside for a ball. Klasner came into the game batting .300, but 0 for 1 today, so that average has just dipped under 300 now. One, the pitch. Check swing, and I guess he did not go around. The appeal down to base umpire John Molesky, who's behind first base, said he didn't go. I sure thought he went around. From our vantage point up here in the press box behind home plate. Instead, the count's 2-1 to Drew Klasner. Klein's pitch is fouled off into the parking lot. And now the count's 2-2. Carrington Cross on deck for the Steam. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on. The pitch from Klein. Breaking ball just above the strike zone. Called ball. And the count runs full.
Yeah, that was a similar pitch to what finished off Truman Pearson in the last at-bat. It was just barely above the zone, had a little less break, and so now a payoff pitch is on the way.
Here is the payoff pitch. And it's roped into right field for a base hit. So Drew Klasner with a good at-bat there. Gets a single on a 3-2 pitch off of Klein. It's the second hit of the day for the Steam. And there's a runner on with 1 out. Carrington Cross will bat. He's batting .426 on the season. He's not afraid to lay down a bunt. Saw him get a bunt single last time the Steam played here at Foundation Field. Luke Arnold's even with the bag at third base. The pitch is swung at and hit deep to right field. Backtracking is Harry Jackson. He's going to make the catch just shy of the warning track out in deep right field for the second out.
That was a loud one from Carrington Cross. That was just a bit too high. He got a hold of it, but the launch angle on that one was just a bit too steep.
Cross has 3 home runs on the season, and now the guy at the plate now, Harrison Johnson, he has 5. There's 2 outs in the inning. Drew Klasner's on first base. He singled. First pitch is hit up the middle. Cole Becker will field, will flip to Staten for 1. That's all they needed. Staten just turned it just for fun. There's 2 outs in the inning, and it's going to be a fielder's choice for Harrison Johnson in the scorebook. So the Joes give up 1 hit, and they'll now come up to the plate with the top of the order due up when we come back here in the bottom of the third. You listen to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a non-profit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
Cole Becker will lead things off here in the bottom of the third inning. Cole walked and came around to score back in the first. When the Joes plated 2 in that first inning, swings the first pitch is hit hard, but right at the shortstop, Brandon Rowe, who fields and throws for 1 out. So 1 pitch, 1 out to start the bottom of the third inning for Brett Dietrich.
Number 14, Harry Jackson.
Harry Jackson will now bat. He too walked and came around to score in that 2-run first inning. Harry batting .351 on the season for the Joes. Dietrich's first pitch. It's a nice slider that curves into the strike zone. Or a strike looking. No balls in a strike with 1 out to Harry. Dietrich's pitch is another breaking ball, and Harry Jackson too far in front of that one for strike 2. He's down the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Sammy Sass on deck. Dietrich's 0-2. He goes right back to that slider, and Harry Jackson doesn't swing at it at all. He watches it go by. Called strike 3 for the second out here in the bottom of the third.
Harry was shaking his head as soon as that one went by. It was close, and he knew he probably should have at least tried to throw the hands at it.
Strikeout number 2 for Brett Dietrich. Sammy Sass will now bat. The pitch is a fastball in the outside corner called strike. Sass grounded out to second base his last time up, but it was an RBI ground out that scored Cole Becker from third base at the time. The 0-1. Slider low for a ball. 2-2 our score here in the bottom of the third. Both teams fighting for a playoff spot at the end of the season. The swing and a miss there from Sass. On another breaking pitch by Dietrich. And it counts 1-2 to Sammy. Dietrich going for his first 1-2-3 inning of the day. Can he get it? Slider just off the plate outside.
Ooh, that one was close, but it was just a hair outside, and now we'll see if Sammy Sass can do anything staying alive here.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Sass goes chasing at one low and outside for strike 3. The Joes go down in order, and we go to the fourth. Still all tied up at 2 apiece here from Hamilton.
Frank's Glass is here for you, Hamilton and Fairfield, providing beautiful, reliable, and safe windows for all of your auto, residential, and commercial needs. Frank's Glass can be trusted to do the job right. Located at 5191 Dixie Highway in Fairfield, they can be contacted at 513-829-8284 or online at franksglass.com.
If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than L.E. Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman owned and family operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pay Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Pfefferly will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Brennan Rowe will lead things off as Sam Klein finishes tying his shoe on the mound. Brennan Rowe reached on the fielder's choice. He hit it to third at Luke Arnold, and Arnold came home with it, trying to get Carrington Cross, and Cross evaded the tag somehow and got his hand in there just in time to score the first run for the Steam in that second inning. The Steam would go on to tie it up at 2, and that's where we stand right now. The 0-1 from Klein is low for a ball. 1 ball and a strike. Brennan Rowe batting .278 on the season with 23 RBIs. Klein's 1-1 on its way. Dives low and out, ball 2. Rowe, Colin Flynn, and Wagner due up here in the inning. The 2-1 is a fastball outside, ball 3. Sam Klein has already walked 2 guys tonight. His 3-1 pitch is in the strike zone. Nice fastball there into the glove of Sass. And the count is full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. The payoff pitch from Klein is hit well into right center field. That will get down for a base hit. Harry Jackson will cut it off. And heading to second is Brennan Rowe. The play at second is not in time. It went by Staten. And it's a double for Brennan Rowe.
Wow, that was interesting. I thought Harry Jackson actually played that pretty well out there in right. He fielded on the backhand as it was traveling into the gap and delivered a pretty good throw that just got past the glove of Garrett Staten. Had Staten caught that, he probably would have been able to get the tag, but good aggressive base running there from Rowe, and he's able to put a runner in scoring position to start things off.
A leadoff double for the Steam. Colin Flynn up to bat. First pitch to Flynn is high and outside, ball 1. Flynn walked and was stranded on third base to end the second inning. He has an opportunity here to give the Steam the lead for the first time tonight. Klein from the stretch takes a look over at second, now throws home at one just high above the belt. 2 balls and no strikes to Colin Flynn. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Brennan Rowe on second base. Klein will lift his left knee and step off, doesn't throw over to second. Counts 2-0 to Colin Flynn. He's batting .238 on the season. Sam Klein on the mound for the Joes. His 2-1 pitch is fouled straight back to the screen. And the count's 2-1. Brennan Rowe's double was the third hit for this team in today's game. Klein with his mitt on his left chest now sets after getting the sign from Sammy Sass. The 2-1. Bunt is squared down. It's going to be put down. Klein will field. Will throw to first after stuttering a little bit over to third base, but decided just to get the sure out. So Colin Flynn will advance Brennan Rowe to third base, but he's out going to first.
Yeah, that was a good decision from Klein on the mound to just get the sure out. There was no way he would have been able to turn around and go across the body over to third. But now he's got to be careful here with that run that could potentially put the steam ahead on the left side.
Tyler Wagner got a single his last time up. He's batting from the left side with a runner on third. The first pitch from Klein's a fastball at the knees called strike. Wagner batting .277 on the season. Klein's 0-1 is a fastball outside. Sass is going to go to third and then is not in time. Snap throw from Sass. Brennan Rowe is off the bag a little bit, but he's able to get back in time, sliding head first. 1 ball and a strike to Tyler Wagner with 1 out here in the 4th inning. The 1-1 is in the turf, and nice stop there from Sammy Sass. He tried to backhand it, but was able to get enough of the baseball with his mitt to keep it in front and hold the go-ahead run, Brennan Rowe, over at third base. 2 balls and a strike, 1 out. Drew Baker's on deck for this team. Klein gets the sign from Sass. Throws the 2-1. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. And it's a ball low and outside, ball 3. Sam Klein not too fond of that call. He thought Wagner went around. Only 2 umpires in every GLSCL game. John Molesky's out in the base paths. He's to the right of Klein. Wagner swings and fouls this one off down the first base line. And the count is full. So a big pitch upcoming here from Sammy Sass. Only has 2 strikeouts today. He struck out 10 steam batters last week in his last start. 1 out in the inning. The payoff pitch is off the end of the bat and fouled as it entered Sammy Sass's mitt. And we'll have another payoff pitch upcoming. Today's game for the Joes and tomorrow's game are huge. The 3-2 from Klein is going to hit Tyler Wagner on the side. And now there's runners on the corners with 1 out.
Yeah, that one just got away from Klein a little bit as it rode inside on the righty on lefty matchup. That may have been some sort of slider that just came in and plunked him. But now with runners on the corners, you do have a potential double play ball here.
Middle infield is playing double play depth, and Luke Arnold at third base is probably a foot or 2 behind third base. 1 out in the inning, runners on the corners. Heading over to second was Wagner. They cut it off. That was Cole Becker who cut off it from the throw from Sass, and now there's runners on second and third.
Sam Klein was in this exact situation back in the 2nd inning, 2nd and 3rd with 1 out, and he was able to get out unscathed after giving up 2 runs previously.
Yeah, he was able to strike out Drew Baker with runners on second and third with 1 out. See if he can do that again here. The count's 1-0, and Klein's pitch is hit right back to him. Klein's going to go home with it. Sass will catch it, and he will flip over to third, and Arnold will apply the tag for the 2nd out of the inning.
Wow. Great reaction there from Sam Klein.
As Sam Klein at the last second able to stab at that baseball and catch it and throw home to Sass, who threw over to Arnold later, a couple seconds later, to apply the tag for the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, not only just the ability to make that catch, as it looked like it was going to go up the middle and maybe into the outfield for a base hit, but then to regather himself that quickly, go home and prevent a run from scoring. Great stuff there from Sam Klein on the mound.
Baker reaches to first base on the fielder's choice. So runners on first and second, 2 outs. Klein's pitch is hit up the middle. Staten Fields will flip it to Becker at second in time for out number 3. So traffic all around the base paths, but Sam Klein with a Houdini act to get out of the inning unscathed. We're still tied up at 2 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. The 4-hitter, Leighton Banjoff, due up when we come back here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joe's fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Hungry Joe's fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joe's game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080.
Leighton Banjoff will lead things off for the Joes here in the bottom of the 4th. We're all tied up at 2. Sam Klein stranding so many base runners on base in that last half inning. His team had runners on second and third with 1 out, but unable to score any. First pitch to Banjoff is sliding into the strike zone for strike number 1 of the at-bat. Leighton grounded out to Harrison Johnson his last time up, but got the RBI out of it. The 0-1 pitch is swung at and fouled off of Leighton rather. Becker was the guy who was retired back in the 3rd inning. Banjoff, Luke Arnold, and Matt Dietering due to bat here in the bottom of the 4th. Counts 0-2. Banjoff's going to have to battle up there at the plate. The pitch from Dietrich is fouled off again off of Banjoff. Count remains 0-2. Sun starting to set here in Hamilton. Dietrich gave up 2 runs in the first inning. Didn't give up a hit in that first inning. He's only given up 1 hit today, and that was Dalton Miller who had the base hit through the left side. The 0-2 from Banjoff, or to Banjoff rather, is fouled off again. So Banjoff has seen 4 pitches, has fouled off 3 of the 4, and this count's still 0-2. Dietrich's pitch, just below the knees, ball 1. Dietrich, a junior at Akron, plays for the Zips in the MAC. This is his first time pitching against the Joes this summer. The left-handed thrower deals the 1-2, and this one is lined into left center field, and that one's going to get down for a base hit. Schneider will cut it off. Banjoff is hustling to second. The throw is not in time. It's a leadoff double for Leighton Banjoff. We saw aggressive base running from the leadoff man in the top of the inning when Brennan Rowe doubled for 1 in the gap, and then we see Banjoff do it in the bottom half of the inning, leading off with a double himself, stretching a single into a double.
Yeah, that was in the same spot, just in the opposite field there in left center. Banjoff loves that aggressive base running. We saw him steal home in his first game as a Joe, And no hesitation around first. Nice base running there from Layton.
So a leadoff double for the Joes here in the bottom of the fourth. Dietrich dangles his left arm, now comes set on the bump. Luke Arnold at the plate. Dietrich takes a couple looks at second, now throws home. Fastball on the outside corner, called strike by Jim Enright. Luke Arnold grounded one on the left side to the third baseman Harrison Johnson. No balls in a strike, nobody out. And Dietrich's going to lift his right leg and step off without a throw. Really good crowd on hand here at Foundation Field. Might be the largest of the season. It's a pivotal game for both these teams as they try to fight and claw their way into the playoffs. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at one in the turf from Arnold. Counts 0-2 now. Joe's currently tied with the Richmond Jazz in first place. And the Steam are a couple games behind the Jazz and the Joes. Dietrich throws home the 0-2, and this one's popped up into the middle of the infield. First baseman Tyler Wagner will snag it for out number one.
First baseman, Matt Dieterich.
So now there's one out in the inning, and Matt Dieterich will come up to bat. He struck out looking his last time up. Dieterich batting from the left side out of University of Toledo, watches one just below the knees for a ball. Leighton Banjoff led off the inning with a double in the left center gap. Dieterich swinging a hot bat for the Joes as of late. He's 0 for 1 though today. Dietrich's going to lift that leg and step off again. But no throw. See how aggressive Leighton will be on second base. Joes have already swiped a couple tonight. The 1-0 from Dietrich. Swing and a miss. At one low in the zone, and the count's even at 1 ball and a strike. Dolan Miller on deck. He got a hit his last time up. He too is also swinging a hot bat for the Joes. And once again, Dietrich's going to step off. Seems to be really concerned with Leighton Banjoff over at second. No one's guarding the bag over at second base. Banjoff with a sizable lead over there. Long pause from Dietrich and time is called.
Yeah, maybe Banjoff is in Dietrich's head a little bit after he saw how aggressive he was on the hit. And now he's just worried about him on the base paths. Huge lead over there at second.
The count's 1-1. The pitch is at the knees, strike 2. Now Dieterich will have to battle up there at the plate, trying to avoid striking out for the second time tonight. One ball and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Dietrich's pitch. Swing and a miss on the off speed for Dietrich's 4th strikeout of the day. And after he gave up the leadoff double, he's been able to retire the next 2 Joe's batters, and there's 2 outs of the inning for Dalton Miller. Dalton singled through the left side on a line his last time up. See if he can deliver another base hit here and score Banjoff from second base to give the Joes the lead. First pitch to Miller is outside for a ball. Sanjul is on deck. He will bat if Dalton Miller can reach base here. 2-2 our score in the bottom of the fourth. Miller 1 for 1 today. Brett Dietrich comes set on the rubber. Banjoff's on the move. The throw down to third is not in time. It was almost a bad throw. It was a bad throw, but Harrison Johnson with a nice effort. It was spiked into the ground near third, and Johnson dove to his right to snag it and keep that ball from going into left field.
Yeah, what a play there from Johnson. He was initially leaning over to his right to try and apply the tag to Banjoff, but he had to go the other way. He lays all the way out, and he's able to keep that in front and hold Banjoff on the base paths.
The 1-1, and therefore a strike looking, and the count's 1-2. Banjoff on third base. Yeah, led things off here in the bottom of the fourth with a double. Joe's trying to score him. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Dietrich gives up a leadoff double, but then retires the next three Joe's batters, and Leighton Banjoff stranded on base. We're still tied through 4 innings of play. We go to the 5th. Joe's 2, Steam 2, here on Hamilton Joe's Baseball, YouTube.
At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposefully so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day. Offering a diverse range of senior living services, our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, located on 30.
Back here at Foundation Field, still all tied up at 2 as we enter the 5th inning. Sam Klein on the mound for the Joes for his 5th inning of work. His first pitch to Truman Pearson is a ball high and in. Pearson is 0 for 2 today, struck out looking his last time up. The 1-0 from Klein is a fastball just inside, ball 2. Klein's walked 2 guys, and he's also hit a batter in today's game. He has 2 strikeouts today. The 2-0 from Klein. Fastball that dives low, another ball. 3 straight balls thrown from Klein. Continues to wipe that right hand on his pants. Humid day here in Hamilton. The 3-0 pitch from Klein. Get me over strike there. 3-1. Pearson's not the tallest guy in the box, so his strike zone pretty small up there at the plate. Counts 3-1. Klein's pitch is roped into left center field for a base hit. Leadoff hit for the Cincinnati Steam. That's the 2nd straight inning they led an inning off with a hit. They did so last inning, but couldn't get a run out of it. So Drew Klassner will now bat with a runner on and nobody out. Drew Klassner 1 for 2 today with a single.
Keep an eye on Truman Pearson at first.
Sam Klein comes set from the stretch, now throws home. Fastball right down the middle, called strike. Drew Klassner came into today's game batting .300. Meat of the order here in this inning for the Steam. Carrington Cross is on deck as Klein's going to check on Pearson over at first base, but Pearson back in time. Joes are 5-2 against the Steam this season. They beat them 18-3 last week. The 0-1, Pearson on the move, but this one's fouled off to the net for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes to Drew Klassner. Steams have been pretty aggressive on the base paths. Sammy Sass has a cannon of an arm, but he's unable to catch anybody stealing just yet. The count's 0-2. Sam Klein sets below the belt. Now fires home. This one's off the end of the bat, and that one's going to float into the glove of Garrett Staten over at shortstop for out number 1. So 1 out in the inning for the Joes. And now Carrington Cross, the best hitter in the Steam lineup, will come up to bat. Cross is 0 for 1 today, but he walked back in the second inning and swiped second, swiped third, and was able to evade a tag at home to score the first run for the Steam tonight. Takes a huge cut there, almost swung out of his shoes there. Klein gets it right by him, though, and the count's 0-1. Carrington Cross hit one hard his last time up. Harry Jackson had to track that one down in deep right center field. Klein will check again on Pearson over at first, but Pearson back in there, sliding head first. No balls and a strike to Carrington Cross. The throw home is in the turf. Sammy Sass throws down to second. Pearson is gunned down. What a throw from Sammy Sass from his knees, and he looked like he was a tad off balance as well, but was able to deliver a seed down to second base. And Pearson's caught stealing first out number 2.
How about that tag down there? I believe that was Cole Becker. The throw was a little up above his head, and he brought that from head height down to the ground with speed. He's able to tag Pearson out.
The 1-1 is lofted into right field. Harry Jackson ranging to his right and will make the catch for out number 3. So once again, the Steam get a leadoff hit, but Pearson ended up being caught stealing on the base paths. And we go to the bottom of the 5th, still all tied up at 2. Due up for the Joes, the 8-9-1 hitters, Sanjul, Staten, and Becker, when we come back here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872, for years they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted.
Back here at Foundation Field, Joes and the Steam are all tied up at 2 in a crucial game for both these teams. Joes currently tied for first with the Richmond Jazz in the South Division. The Joes will play the Jazz in Richmond tomorrow night, which ought to be a big one as well. John Sanjul will lead things off for the Joes. He flew out to right field, hit it hard, but right at Colin Flynn. Dietrich back on the mound, throws home. That one way inside as it clipped off the mitt of Baker to the backstop. 8-9-1 hitters due up in the inning for the Joes. It counts 1-0 to John Sanjul, batting from the left side. Dietrich's pitch is at the knees, called strike. And it counts 1-1.
And good news if you're a Joes fan. Bottom of the 5th from Grady's Field, Xenia Scouts are on top of the Richmond Jazz by a 6-0 score.
Sanjul lines one down the right field line, foul. So if the Scouts can hold on to win that one and the Joes can figure out a way to win tonight, they'll be atop the South Division. Counts 1-2 to Sanjul. We still have a long ways to go in this one. Should be a fun ending. The 1-2 pitch is low and in, ball 2. Today's game has a big game feel to it, and you can really tell between how both these teams are playing and how aggressive they've been on the base paths. Dietrich's 2-2. Ground ball to first baseman Tyler Wagner. Popped out of his mitt, but was able to secure it, and he'll step on the bag for out number 1. So 1 up, 1 down to start the bottom of the 5th. Now the 9-hitter Garrett Staten will bat. Garrett grounded out to Harrison Johnson at third base his last time up. Staten plays his ball at Sanford. He's not getting that bat for the Bulldogs this past season, but looking to change that come next spring. He's hitting the baseball real well this summer, batting .319. First pitch to Staten's in there for a strike from Dietrich. Garrett Staten's had a hit in 10 of his last 11 games he's played in. The 1-0 from Dietrich is swung at and fouled off. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Or there's 2 strikes rather. Counts 0-2.
0-2.
No balls and 2 strikes to Garrett Staten. Dietrich's pitch is a low and in. Staten, who's batting from the right side. And the count is now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to the 9-hitter Garrett Staten. 1 out in the inning. Dietrich's pitch is skied into center field. Schneider is underneath it. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And now the top of the order up for the Hamilton Joes. It's Cole Becker. Cole is over 1 today. He walked back in the first inning and then hit one hard to the shortstop Brendan Rowe on a 1-hopper. His last time up. Dietrich comes set, kicks and fires. Outside, ball 1. Harry Jackson's on deck. He'll bat if Cole Becker can reach base here. See if the Joes can start a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 5th. Dietrich's pitch is another one that is low. Ball 2. Dietrich walked his first 2 guys he faced. He hasn't walked a guy since. The 2-0 pitch from Dietrich is swung at and missed. For strike 1. Cole Becker holding his left shoulder. Not sure if he's in any pain or not, but appears like he's just fine. 2 balls and a strike to Cole. Dietrich's pitch. Swing and a miss again. And the count's 2-2.
Yeah, Cole reached for that left shoulder again after that pitch, so we'll see if he's able to materialize a good swing here.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch is hit hard to the shortstop Brennan Rowe. He can't gather it, and Cole Becker will reach on the E6.
Yeah, that was a hard hit ball, and Rowe picked it up, but as he was trying to make the transfer, it fell back to the ground, and then there was no play at that point. So Becker is the beneficiary of the error. He reaches base for the second time tonight. And now Harry Jackson, who's also reached base once, is looking to continue the 2-out rally for the Joes.
See if the Joes can capitalize off that error from Brendan Rowe. Harry Jackson at the plate. See how aggressive Cole Becker will be on the base paths here. Because every time the Joes have tried to steal, there really hasn't been any close plays. Dietrich checked on Cole Becker, but Becker back in time easily. He comes set on the mound at the belt. And now we'll throw home, and it's a fastball. Catches the outside corner for a strike. Harry Jackson struck out looking his last time up. He's 0 for 1 today. Walked and came around to score back in the first inning. The 0-1 pitch is just low at the shins. Ball 2. Or ball 1 rather. 1-1 the count. Sammy Sass on deck for the Joes. Counts 1-1 to Harry Jackson with 2 outs. Cole Becker on first base. He just reached on an error. And he was leading for just a tad bit, but did not have much of a lead over that first, and Dietrich fired over to first base, but not in time.
Yeah, he kind of gave a fake over to second as that throw was made, and Dietrich decided to go over to first.
Becker on the move, swing and a miss from Jackson. The throw down to second is not even close. Becker slid in head first and caught the legs of Drew Klasner, and they're saying he's out?
Maybe interference on Jackson?
Yeah, I think they did call interference on Harry. Wow.
Yeah, all the Steam players ran in right away.
Yeah, Harry chased at a pitch and had a long backswing to it, but I don't see how that's interference. Alrighty. Interference called. And we go to the 6th inning, still tied up at 2 here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shop.
Harrison Johnson will lead things off for this team. Couple of replacements out in the field. Castleman is in center field. Banjoff moves from center to right field. And we believe Castleman's taken the spot of Harry Jackson in the lineup. The pitch from Klein is low and in. Ball 2 to Harrison Johnson.
Yeah, that's back-to-back early exits for Harry against the Cincinnati Steam. He's had a tough go at it lately.
The 2-0 from Klein is a ball. I don't think Harry was retired on that bat. I think they called Cole Becker out on the interference. Even though Harry Jackson interfered with the catcher, I think Castleman will be due up the next inning. It's a 4-pitch walk for Harrison Johnson, though, to start things in the 6th.
There's a pitcher warming up for the Joes. I believe it is Chase Hopewell out there in the pen. Chase was available as an emergency pitcher yesterday. The coaching staff really did not want to bring him in, and they didn't have to after a great performance from the Joes pitchers. But now that means he's available today.
The leadoff man is on for the third straight inning for the Steam. Brennan Rowe at the plate watches a strike go by and the count's 0-1. Rowe has reached his last two at-bats. He swings at this one and it's lofted into right field. Banjoff ranging to his left to make the catch. Oh no, that's actually Harry Jackson still out in right field.
Oh, Banjoff is coming into first base. We get it all mixed up.
Yeah.
So Banjoff is at first. That means Matt Dietering actually is the one who has come out. And so Harry Jackson still is out there and right. I apologize for that.
Sam Klein on the mound with 1 out. Colin Flynn at the plate. Klein will step off for a brief moment. So Castleman's in center, Harry's in right, and Banjoff's moved to first base. And Matt Dietering, I guess, is done for the day. First pitch to Flynn was a ball. Flynn had a sacrifice bunt his last time up to advance a runner to the third. The 1-0 to Colin Flynn dives low for a ball. Sam Klein, last time he pitched was July 9th against the Steam. He went 5 2/3 in that one. He's through 5 1/3 right now as he delivers a strike at the knees. Into the glove of Sass, the count's 2-1. On deck's Tyler Wagner, who's 1 for 1 today. Klein's 2-1 on its way, and that's called strike. Nice fastball there from Klein. And the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. One out in the inning. And Klein's just going to step off and lob over to Banjoff at first. The 2-2 from Klein is a chopper to Luke Arnold. He fields. He fires the second for 1. Becker throws the first in time. 5-4-3 inning ending. Double play for the Joes. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still all tied up at 2. Harry Jackson, we think, will be due up. If not, it will be Sammy Sass when we come back here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com. A proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com. The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers.
Sammy Sass will lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th, all tied up at 2 apiece. Sass is 0 for 2 today with an RBI. First pitch from Dietrich is outside, ball 1. So Castleman is going to be batting in the lineup for Matt Dietering. Counts 1-0 to Sammy. Dietrich's pitch. Big cut, low and in, and Sammy Sass missed it. For strike one. 1-1 the count. Dietrich comes set and delivers home. This one's a high chopper. The third baseman, Harrison Johnson, he barehands it. Throw to first is off his mitt. And Sammy Sass is going to advance to second base. Tyler Wagner had to come off the bag after Harrison Johnson threw a throw to his right. And Wagner could not secure it, and it clipped off his mitt and then went behind him 30 feet or so. And Sass was able to advance to second base. It's going to be an E5. It was almost a web gem play from Harrison Johnson, who barehanded it off the ground on the chopper, but just couldn't finish the play and threw an errant throw over to first. And now Leighton Banjoff will bat. He's 1 for 2 today, doubled in the left center gap his last time out. The pitch from Dietrich is chopped foul past the Joe's dugout on the left side. Joe's only have 2 hits today. Banjoff had one of them. He's at the plate right now. Batting from the right side, can the guy from Nebraska clutch up here for the Joes and give the Joes the lead? He watches one go by outside, ball 1. 1 ball and a strike to Leighton. Luke Arnold's on deck. Dietrich's 1-1 pitch is called strike on the outside corner. Nice frame there from Baker to fool Jim Enright, because that one looked a couple inches off the plate outside, but the count's now 1-2. And Banjoff's going to have to battle up there at the plate. Nobody out in the inning. Sammy Sass reached on an air. He's on second base. The pitch is foul tipped and off the mask of Baker. Banjoff stays alive. Baker with the green and yellow catcher's gear representing Wright State, and Sammy Sass, the other Wright State catcher, is currently on second base.
They may be competing for the starting job next year. Sammy Sass did not catch for the Raiders this season, and he pulled out a first-team All-Horizon League selection and an NCAA All-East team selection just off DHing, which is pretty remarkable.
And Drew Baker did not play, so counts 1-2 to Leighton Banjoff. Nobody out in the inning. Dietrich's pitch is fouled off again. Banjoff staying alive up there at the plate. He got a hit his last time up into left center field, and then aggressive base running, he was able to stretch it to a double. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Dietrich sets and throws home. Outside, ball 2, and the count's even. It counts 2-2. Dietrich sets, takes a couple looks over at second base, and now throws home. And this one is lofted into center field. It's hit well. On the run is Schneider, and it's over his head, all the way to the fence. Around third, heading home is Sammy Sass. He's chugging. The throw to the plate is not in time. It's an RBI double for Leighton Banjoff, his second double of the day. Off the bat, it looked like it was just going to be a routine fly ball for Adam Schneider, but that ball just kept carrying and carrying. And the next thing you know, it reached the fence. Leighton Banjoff got a hold of that one, and the Joes retake the lead. They're now leading 3-2.
Yeah, that one out in center. Thought that the center fielder for the Steam, Adam Schneider, had that played pretty well, but he looked to be in a bit of a panic as soon as he started to move backwards, and that thought pops into your mind, maybe it'll get over his head, and that's exactly what it did. Leighton Banjoff with another double. That ball was crushed. It is 390 out there in center, and that ball got probably around 375 or so. So a huge hit there from Leighton. It's a big RBI as well, as the Joes have struggled to get hits
After they did not have any in that first inning but still got 2 runs, they're able to finally get another one here. And that is going to be the end of the day for Brett Dietrich.
That was the 3rd hit for the Joes tonight, and Leighton Banjoff has 2 of them. 2 of them were doubles. Banjoff came into today 0 for his last 8. He grounded out his first time up, but was able to get an RBI out of it. But since, he's doubled in back-to-back at-bats. The Steam are going to have a new pitcher, and when we come back, we'll let you know who it is. The Joes will have Leighton Banjoff on second base, nobody out, and the Joes have a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back here from Foundation Field.
The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Joes fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at cboxsports. Joes fans, stop by Chester's Pizza to grab the best slice in town. A local staple since 1948, they're located at 2929 Dixie Highway in Hamilton, and they can be found on the phone at 513-892-1973. Chester's Pizza is a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
New pitcher for the Cincinnati Steam is Chase Popplewell. Brett Dietrich goes 5 innings. 3 hits allowed, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 earned runs. That last run that came across was unearned as Sammy Sass reached on the air.
Chase Popplewell on the season making his 12th appearance out of the pen. He's pitched 13 innings, given up 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, walking 12, striking out 9 with an ERA of 2.76.
Nice breaking ball there, but it gets out of the mitt of Baker, and it escapes to the backstop. Banjoff advances at third. It was actually a ball, but I think if Baker would have caught it, it would have been a strike because it looked really good across the strike zone.
Yeah, it was a curveball.
Not sure if it maybe crossed up Drew Baker there.
I believe it may have hit off his leg when he was trying to reach down for it.
2 balls, no strikes to Luke Arnold. Infield in on the green part of the turf. And a nice hanging curveball drops in the strike zone. Luke Arnold hit a home run last night at Don Edwards Park in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Counts 2-1. Banjoff's on third with nobody out here in the 6th. Popplewell's pitch, outside. Ball 3.
Popplewell is making his 3rd appearance against the Joes this year. And in both of those, he has not given up an earned run across 2 innings. And he's only given up 1 hit.
3 balls and a strike to Luke Arnold. Popplewell, the southpaw, throws home, high in the zone, fastball swing and a miss. And the count is filled up at full. Nobody out in the inning. Popplewell trying to retire the first batter he faces. The pitch, swing and a miss. Popplewell blows by a fastball by Arnold for the first out of the inning. And Logan Castleman will now bat. Logan was a defensive substitution, and now he's batting in the spot for Matt Dietrich, who went 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. First pitch to Logan is a curveball in there for a strike. Logan has struggled mightily against left-handed pitching this season. Batting 160 on the season in 25 at-bats. That one's outside. Counts 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Banjoff on third. Infield remains in for the Steam, and that one's outside again, ball 2. Chase Popplewell at University of Charleston, trying to keep the Steam's deficit at 1. Popplewell's 2-1 pitch. Spikes into the turf and gets to the backstop, and Banjoff will easily score. And the Joes lead by 2 now.
That was just a grip lock. It bounced way before the plate. There was nothing really Drew Baker could do on that one.
So Banjoff comes in to score after he had an RBI double that scored Sass. And 2 runs have come across in the inning for the Hamilton Joes. Just 1 out. Castleman has the count, 3-1. Hitters count. Popplewell's pitch is right down the middle, and Castleman strokes this one into left field, and that one's going to one-hop. Carrington Cross will field, will throw it in, but Castleman's in there with a 1-out double. Carrington Cross did a nice job at barehanding it after the first hop, but Castleman, with his wheels, able to dig a double out. And the Joes trying to extend their lead more here in the 6th. And Dalton Miller will bat. It's the 3rd double for the Joes tonight. They only have 4 hits, so 3 of the 4 hits have been 2 baggers. Dalton Miller's the only guy that had the single for the Joes tonight.
Other action in the GLSCL South. The Xenia Scouts have extended their lead over the Richmond Jazz. 7-0 your score in the top of the 7th.
Love to see that if you're a Hamilton Joes fan.
Ohio Bison and Marlins also in action at Don Edwards Park tonight.
3-2 the score here in the bottom of the 6th. Dalton Miller at the plate. Popplewell's pitch. It's a breaking ball, and Miller takes a long swing but misses for strike 1. Dalton Miller 1 for 2 today. Came in today 4 for his last 8 in the last 3 games. 1 out in the inning. Popplewell's pitch is spiked in the dirt again, and it gets away from Baker. The throw to third, not in time. Castleman gets there safely. Seen a couple times now where Popplewell has spiked one into the turf, and Baker's been unable to keep it in front. And now Castleman's on third base with 1 out. And the infield comes in once again for this team. The count's 1-1 to Dalton. The pitch on its way. It's a breaking ball called strike at the top of the strike zone. Miller looks up into the sky in frustration. Counts 1-2. See if Dalton can just try to get a piece of one. Send one deep in the outfield to try to get a sac fly. Base hit would be nice as well. The 1-2 pitch from Popplewell. It's another curveball. That one doesn't break enough. Outside ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. The Joes have already plated 2 in the inning to take a 4-2 lead. Both teams have 4 hits apiece, but the Steam have had 2 errors. And one of those errors came in this inning when Sammy Sass reached and he came around to score later on. Popplewell's 2-2 has popped up in a shallow right field. Infielder was in, so it's a long run for Klasner. He makes the catch, and tagging from third and heading home is Castleman. The throw to the plate, not in time. So Drew Klasner was in on the green part of the turf here in the infield. Had to make a long run, made a nice catch over his shoulder, but Castleman tagged up, and it's a sac fly for Dalton Miller, an RBI for him, and the Joes now lead 5-2.
Yeah, how often do you see an RBI pop out? As that was a good play from Logan Castleman on the tag. And like you mentioned, it was a good catch by Klasner, but that decision to move the infield in cost the Steam just a little bit.
Sanjul at the plate with nobody on. And 2 outs in the inning. First pitch to San Jules, a fastball in there for a strike. 5-2 the score. Here at Foundation Field, Joseph scored 3 in the inning. The pitch is fouled off to the netting near the Joes dugout for strike 2. John San Jules 0 for 2 today with the fly out to right field and a ground out to the first baseman Tyler Wagner. Chase Popplewell comes set on the mound. Takes a couple deep breaths, kicks and fires. This one sails over the head of San Jules. Maybe behind his head as well. Nonetheless, it was around the head area. And it's ball 1 in the at-bat, 1-2 the count. Popplewell gets back on the rubber and sets. And throws home. It's a breaking ball, and San Jules able to battle that one off and follow it up towards the steam dugout. $495 in attendance to watch the Joes tonight. San Jules batting from the left side. The count is 1-2. Popplewell's pitch on its way, and that one is in the turf. Low for ball 3. Or ball 2, and it counts 2-2 now. Popplewell sets and fires. It's a breaking ball. San Jules able to get a piece of it. Grounds it over to second. Klassner fields and flips it over to Wagner at first for the 3rd out of the inning. The Joes score 3, though, and they take a 5-2 lead as we enter the 7th inning. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
Frank's Glass is here for you, Hamilton and Fairfield, providing beautiful, reliable, and safe windows for all of your auto, residential, and commercial needs. Frank's Glass can be trusted to do the job right. Located at 5191 Dixie Highway in Fairfield, they can be contacted at 513-829-8284 or online at franksglass.com.
If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than L.E. Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Chase Hopewell will come out to pitch for the Joes. Sam Klein. Today is done. He goes 6 innings, gives gave up 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, and hit a batter. Chase Hopewell in for the Joes, making his 13th appearance. His first pitch to Tyler Wagner on its way, and that one is at the knees. Fastball called strike. Chase Hopewell is a 2.07 ERA. He's pitched 30 and a third innings this year, has struck out 44 batters, has given up 24 hits, and has only walked 12. The 0-1 pitch from Hopewell, swing and a miss. And the count's 0-2 now. Tyler Wagner 1 for 1 today, singled in his first at-bat and was hit by a pitch his last time up back in the 4th inning. His team trying to answer after they gave up 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Hopewell took a while to get his sign, and then Wagner calls time. He'll step out of the box, and will step back in. Wagner batting from the left side out of Northern Kentucky University. The count's 0-2. Hopewell trying to strike out his first batter tonight. The pitch is a fastball, and that one fouled off. It went into the mid-assast, but he couldn't squeeze it on the foul tip. So the count stays 0-2, and Wagner stays alive up there at the plate. Wagner out of Fort Mitchell, Kentucky. Hopewell from the windup, and the high kick and the throw. Swing and a miss on the fastball upstairs. 1 up, 1 down, and 1 K for Chase Hopewell.
That's Chase's strength, that velocity. He goes with the high fastball there, and he gets Tyler Wagner to go after it, blows it by him for the first out. Good start to Chase Hopewell's outing.
Drew Baker will now bat. Grounded out into a fielder's choice his last time up. It's 1 out in the inning here in the top of the 7th. Hopewell gets his sign and now winds and fires, and that one's a fastball that skips into the glove of Sass behind the dish. 1-0 the count. Baker's 0 for 11 this season against the Joes pitching. The 1-0 from Hopewell. Another fastball. This one catches the inside corner. Called strike. One ball and a strike with 1 out. The pitch from Hopewell. Breaking ball this time, but that one inside for ball 2. Joes and Jazz tied up at first place in the South Division, but the Scouts are shutting out the Jazz last time we checked, 7-0 in the 8th inning. So a win tonight for the Joes. They will be in sole possession of first place. Still a long ways to go as we're in the 7th inning. A lot can happen. Joes have blown leads before. Counts 3-1 now to Baker. One out in the inning. See if Hopewell can find the strike zone here and avoid walking the 9-hitter in the lineup. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Baker swung at ball 4. That was low and in. And the Joes are a strike away from striking out the beer batter. Getting $1 off beer for all the fans in attendance. Packed house here at Foundation Field. Count is full with 1 out. Hopewell gets his sign from Sammy Sass. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Sass, it popped out of his mitt. He'll pick it up, throw to first, and the beer batter has struck out. And it's $1 off beer for the rest of the inning for all Joe's fans in attendance.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Chase Hopewell. Great start for him here in the 7th, but now he'll have to face the top of the order, Adam Schneider, coming up, who was hitless on the day.
2 outs now in the 7th. Hopewell trying to come in and get a 1-2-3 inning in his first inning of work. Top of the order for the Steam, Adam Schneider at the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Hopewell's first pitch to Schneider dives low for a ball. It was a fastball in the turf. Schneider only batting .226 on the season. Ground out into a fielder's choice that ended the 4th inning last time up. Hopewell with his long blonde hair throws home. Outside ball 2. If you're trying to find a player that Hopewell looks like in the major leagues, it's Noah Syndergaard.
Yeah.
The long blonde hair.
Noah's going through an injury right now. He's currently trying to rehab. But Chase Hopewell here for the Joes is dealing.
The 2-0 from Hopewell, and that's 3 straight balls after he struck out the first 2 batters. Hopewell played his ball at Findlay this past season, but he's going to be playing elsewhere next spring. Yet to announce where that will be. Michigan State, Toledo, a couple of the schools looking at him. See if he can find the strike zone here. He can at the knees on a get me over strike. 3-1 the count.
Yeah, I mentioned it on the broadcast yesterday. Chase, I talked to him in the dugout before yesterday's game, and he said his big problem now with picking a school is he just likes too many of his options. He doesn't want to decide on only one, but he'll eventually have to do that before the beginning of school.
Hopewell's 3-1 pitch is lined into left field, but right at the left fielder, Dalton Miller. 1-2-3 inning for Chase Hopewell. He will most likely be back out there for another inning in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch. Here at Foundation Field, due up for the Joes is Staten, Becker, and Jackson when we come back here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pay Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Pfefferly will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
All right. Garrett Staten will lead things off for the Joes here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Joes lead 5-2. They were able to score 3 in the bottom of the 6th after the game was tied up at 2 apiece when the Steam scored 2 in the 2nd. Popwell back on the mound for the Steam. First pitch to Staten is outside, ball 1. Starting to darken here in Hamilton. Lights are on. Beautiful evening for some baseball. Great crowd on hand here at Foundation Field. Back-to-back pitches thrown from Popwell and missed the zone. 2-0 the count. Joes only have 4 hits today, as well as the Steam do. Steam only have 4, and the Joes have 5 runs to the Steam 2. And Popwell struggling to find the strike zone here in the first at-bat. The count's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes, nobody out. Joe's trying to get the leadoff man on board once again. Popwell's pitch is in the strike zone, though. First strike 1. Three balls and a strike to Garrett Staten, who's 0 for 2 today. The Popwell's pitch is high and outside, ball 4. 5-pitch walk. And Garrett Staten is aboard via the walk. And now the top of the order is up for the Joes. Cole Becker's 0 for 2 today. He walked back in the first inning, came around to score when the Joes plated 2 in the bottom of the first. They've scored 2 in the first and then 3 in the sixth. Joes have been really aggressive on the base pass. Let's see if Staten will be on the move here. Popwell's pitch is way outside, ball 1. Cole played his ball at Morehead State this past season. And Morehead State team beat number 1 Louisville at the time. Louisville ended up missing the postseason tournament, the NCAA tournament. And Popwell finds the strike zone there, strike at the knees.
Yeah, Cole was the winning run in that game. We talked to him on the JoeCast a couple of weeks ago. He said that was a crazy game, that they kind of had the mentality going in that they thought they were going to win it. And sure enough, they did on the road.
The 1-1 pitch from Popplewell is lined in a left center field for a base hit. Around second and chugging his way to third is Garrett Staten. He's in there sliding head first, and Cole Becker is into second base.
Cole Becker takes advantage of the hanger there. That one was asking to be hit, and he puts that one into the gap. Nice double there from Cole.
Cole's first hit of the day. He's now 1 for 3, and now Harry Jackson will come up to bat. He, too, is looking for his first hit of the day. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Runners on second and third for the Joes. Nobody out. Infield in for the Steam. On the green part of the infield turf. It's another curveball hit hard to Harrison Johnson and went under his glove. Garrett Staten will come in to score. Cole Becker will advance to third. And it's going to be an error, I believe, on Harrison Johnson. It's actually going to be ruled a hit for Harry Jackson, so it'll be his first hit of the day.
Good for Harry. We thought he was going to get pulled out of this game, and he actually stayed in, and he gets a hit, and not only a hit, but also an RBI for the Joes. And they've got a chance to extend even further on this lead with runners on the corners. We're going to get a mound visit from Rick Antinori here, as one of the best bats in the Joes lineup, and Sammy Sass is coming to the plate.
6-2 the lead, or the score rather, for the Joes. It's a 4-run lead. This game was tied up at 2 apiece entering the bottom of the 6th inning, but the Joes were able to score 3 in that one. And now already 1 run here in the 7th, and there's nobody out with runners on first and third for Sammy Sass. Sass is 0 for 3 today. So Sass as well is also looking for his first hit of the game, and Joes are now up to 6 hits tonight as a team. Sass is just 1 for his last 11 at the plate. See if he can deliver here and extend the Joes' lead. Hit an RBI ground out back in the first inning. Popwell remains in the game after the mound visit. The pitch is up high, ball 1. Sass reached on an error his last time up and came around to score to give the Joes the lead. Popwell's 1-0 pitch. Big hack there. It was foul tipped and off of Baker.
This is the meat of the Joes order that Popplewell is going through. You had Staten, Becker, Jackson, and now you've got Sass, Banjoff, Arnold, Castleman as the next batters in line. So he's going to have to battle here as the Joes are going to try to put him through the gauntlet.
Joes looking to be in first place at the end of the night. Scouts still lead the Jazz over in Xenia. And with the win tonight, the Joes would most likely be in first place if the Scouts can hold on to that lead, and they still lead 7-0 in the bottom of the 8th. The count's 1-1 with runners on the corners and nobody out. Sammy Sass at the plate. Out of Wright State was all named All Horizon first team. This one skips in the dirt, and Harry Jackson swiped second base. Popped out of the mid of Baker and it scooted by to his right. Cole Becker held put though at third. Two balls and a strike, but nobody out to Sammy Sass. Infield in for the Steam. It's a 6-2 ball game. Popplewell's pitch is in the turf, and this one gets away, and Cole Becker's going to easily score. He taps on home plate, and the Joes lead by 5. It's 7-2 now. So Popplewell has been a little bit wild. We've seen a lot of balls get by Baker that have been spiked into the turf a couple feet in front of home plate. Saw it again there. This time a run comes across out of it. And Harry Jackson also advanced 90 feet to third. 3 balls and a strike to Sass. Nobody out in the inning. Joes have already scored 2. Popplewell's pitch. That one is a looper way outside. It's a 5-pitch walk. And Sass reaches base for the second straight time tonight.
And now I believe, we're going to get another mound visit. So this is going to be the end of the road for Popplewell.
So Popplewell's day will be done. And we'll take a break. When we come back, Leighton Banjoff will be at the plate with runners on first and third and nobody out. We'll be right back here from Foundation Field. Joe's lead 7-2 and looking to add to that when we come back.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joe's fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Hungry Joe's fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposely so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside.
Tonight's nonprofit of the game is Companions on a Journey. Companions on a Journey offers grief support for children, teens, adults, and families. COJ believes that no one should grieve alone. Please visit their website at companionsjourney.org for more information. Let's root on the Joes pitchers to 11 strikeouts to benefit tonight's nonprofit of the game. First and third, nobody out for the Joes. Leighton Banjoff at the plate. New pitcher is Sean Castile out of Gardner-Webb University. He's a left-handed thrower that stands 6'3" on the mound. Runner on the move to second base. That is Sass. He will be in there without a throw. Now there's runners on second and third, nobody out. Harry Jackson's on third. Sammy Sass on second. First pitch to Banjoff was the ball. Here's the pitch from Castile. High and outside. Ball 2. 2-0 the count to Layton. Castile sets and fires, and this one inside, called strike. Looks like some rain might be approaching us here at Foundation Field. Just north of us, not a big shower at all. But near Indianapolis, they just got some rain, and that will probably be heading towards Hamilton later tonight, but shouldn't be a factor in today's game. The 1-1 pitch, or 2-1 pitch, is a curveball, high in the zone, called strike. 2-2 the count. Banjoff has hit back-to-back doubles his last two times up. The 1-2 pitch is off the end of the bat. That squirts through the middle of the infield. Brennan Rowe hit the base umpire John Molesky, and 2 runs come across. It's a 2 RBI single for Leighton Banjoff.
That's just a really unfortunate break. I mean, there's nothing that the Steam could have done on that one, as it was hit up the middle. Brennan Rowe crashing into Molesky out there in the field. But a good break if you're the Joes. That scores 2 more runs. Now you've got Luke Arnold and Logan Castleman with still nobody out in the inning.
9-2 the score. The Joes scored 3 in the 6th. They've already scored 4 here in the 7th. There's still nobody out. Sean Castile comes set. The left-handed pitcher throws home. It's a breaking ball. Strike called at the knees to Luke Arnold. So how about Leighton Banjoff? Quite the day he's had today. 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and 4 RBIs.
Yeah, his only non-hit of the day was a ground out to third that scored a run. So he's really contributed positively for the Joes in every single one of his at-bats.
Castile's pitch is in the turf. Baker keeps it in front off the chest protector. Counts 1-2. Arnold's pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Arnold strikes out for the second time today. He's now 0 for 4. Now Logan Castleman will bat. Logan Castleman is alone at bat, doubled down the left side. He was able to wait on a curveball and get a hold of it. And it's going to be a balk from Sean Castile. And Banjoff will advance 90 feet to second base. Castile making his 6th appearance this season is 2-0 with a 4.90 ERA. He's pitched 7 1/3, has struck out 8, has walked 7, has given up only 4 hits. Castleman thought about going around, but held put and did not offer. Now the count's 1-0 to Logan. Dalton Miller's on deck. 1 out in the inning. The pitch from Castile is a fastball high for ball 2. Joes lead 9-2. They scored a 3 in the 6th and now 4 here in the 7th. Their other 2 runs came in the first inning. Nice change up there. Got Castleman way ahead of that one. Waves and misses, and the count's 2-1. Banjoff on second base. He had a 2 RBI single that was off the end of the bat and scored it through the infield to center field. 2-1 pitch from Castile. Fastball inside corner, called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Dark clouds are overhead, maybe towards center field. Not raining just yet here in Hamilton. 2-2 from Castile is off the end of the bat, maybe handle as well, but nonetheless it's fouled off. Gassman stays alive.
Yeah, Castile's really working the inside part of the zone to Logan Castleman. He's looked at a couple of them, but fought off some as well, so we'll see if Castile likes to go back to that here, or if he's going to change up the location.
Castile's pitch is a breaking ball, and Gassman way in front of that one. Swings and misses for strikeout number two for Castile. So Castile struck out back-to-back batters. And there's 2 outs in the inning, and the 8th man to bat, Dalton Miller, will come up to the plate. Pitch to Miller is a called strike on the outside corner. Game between the Marlins and Bison was in rain delay, and they're just starting their game. Bison lead 1-0 in the second. The Scouts have a 7-0 lead on the Jazz.
They just recorded the final out. Sorry about that, Sam. So they have come away with the victory at home in Xenia. So that goes final, and that's big news for the Joes, as the Jazz will go down, and if they're able to hold on to this one, they will move into sole possession of first place.
Joes have a 7-run cushion. See if Dalton Miller can battle here. He's down in the count 0-2. The pitch, swing and a miss. And Castile strikes out 3 straight batters to end the inning. So we go to the 8th. Joes lead 9-2. They're able to get 4 across here in the 7th. And we'll be right back for the 8th inning. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day. Offering a diverse range of senior living services, our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872, for years they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
Alright, go ahead. Back here at Foundation Field as we start the 8th inning. Chase Hopewell back on the mound for the Joes. Leading off the inning for the Steam is going to be Truman Pearson, or actually we're going to have a pinch hitter actually. It's going to be number 26 for the Steam.
That's Nick Wiesman, I believe. Or Hunter Jesse, excuse me.
Yeah, Hunter Jesse, the Hoosier, will bat. Batting from the left side. First pitch to Jesse's outside. So Truman Pearson's day is done. He went 1 for 3 today. Hunter Jesse will lead things off. Drew Klassner and Carrington Cross will follow. Hopewell's kick and throw home is outside. And the count's 2-0 to Hunter Jesse. Glad you can join us here on YouTube on this Thursday evening. Joe's lead 9-2. With the win, they'll be in first place in the South Division. Swing and a miss there from Jesse. His foul tipped. 2 balls and a strike to Hunter. Chase Hopewell retired the steam in order in his first inning of work in the 7th. Struck out 2 batters and then had Adam Schneider fly out to left field to end it. 2 balls and a strike here to Hunter Jesse. Nobody out here in the 8th. The pitch from Hopewell, fastball just outside. Ball 3. Tomorrow the Joes will be on the road against the Richmond Jazz at McBride Stadium. Another big game, so tune in right here on YouTube or make the trip to Richmond. It's a 5-pitch walk to start the inning. Hunter Jesse's aboard. First walk of Hopewell's day, and Sass is going to trot out to the mound and chat with Hopewell. Joes have been dominant against the Steam this season. They came into today 5-2 against the Steam. And if they can hold on to the lead tonight, they would be 6-2. Steam beat the Joes the first game of the season, 8-6 in Florence, and they won a high-scoring game, 13-11. Hopewell from the stretch, comes set on the mound, sets below the belt. Now fires. That one's inside and gets by Sammy Sass to the backstop. And Hunter Jesse advances 90 feet to second base. Did you see lightning out there, Luke?
I believe I did out there and left. I pointed out there, and yeah, I saw a flash in those clouds in left field. I haven't seen anything since, but we'll keep an eye on it. This game would be ended if we were to have any sort of weather impeding us.
Glassner's 1 for 3 tonight, batting from the left side at the University of Charleston. Hopewell pauses, kicks, and fires. Fastball at the knees, called strike. Glassner thought that one was below his knees for a ball, but Jim Enright calls it a strike. And the count's 1-1. Nobody out. Hunter Jesse on second base. He walked and then reached on a wild pitch over to second base. Super dark clouds and straightaway center and left field. Hopewell's 1-1 is hit right back to him. Hopewell will gather and throw to first for out number 1. Hunter Jesse advances to third on the ground ball to Hopewell. There's 1 out in the inning. Carrington Cross will bat.
Number 33, Carrington Cross.
Carrington Cross hitless today. He's gotten a hit in 18 of his last 20 games for this team this season.
Cross was named an all-star. He's been really, really good for this team this season at a UC. The Bearcat was in attendance today.
Sass will once again go chat with Hopewell for the second time in the inning. Carrington Cross is a deadly hitter at the plate. Came into today batting .426. Has 3 home runs as well, but he's 0 for 2 tonight. Last time the Joes played the Steam, Carrington Cross went 1 for 4, and he crossed in and get a hit till his last at-bat of the game. He's hitless today, and now Jim Enright's going to go walk over to the mound and break up the visit between Sass and Hopewell.
How about this, Sam? I was just doing a little digging during that conference to find some on Carrington Cross when Kevin Hawk asked where he was from. He's from Brownsburg, Indiana, his hometown, but he was born in 2002 in Honolulu, Hawaii.
It's quite the place to be born. First pitch to Cross is a strike. Hunter Jesse's on third base with 1 out. Steam trail by 7 here in the top of the 8th inning. Hopewell From the stretch. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut there from Cross, but didn't get a piece of the baseball. No balls and 2 strikes to Carrington. Harrison Johnson on deck for the Steam. Hopewell gets his pitch from Sammy Sass behind the dish. Now sets below the belt. Super high kick and deals home just low for a ball. Crowd moaning and groaning after that pitch. Thought it could have been strike 3. But Jim Enright called it a ball below the knees. 1-2 the count. Hopewell trying to get his 3rd strikeout of the night. The 1-2 pitch is chopped foul. And we'll do it again. Carrington Cross. Batting .426 on the season, entering today's game with 16 RBIs, trying to deliver an RBI hit here and score Jesse from 3rd base. Hopewell's 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Chase Hopewell paints the black there for his 3rd strikeout of the day and the 5th strikeout total of today's game.
Yeah, that one found the outside corner. It was in a good spot. Sammy Sass gave it a nice frame, and Chase Hopewell has looked hot to start this outing.
Harrison Johnson will now bat from the left side out of Ohio University. Hopewell's first pitch is in the turf, and Sass with a good job there blocking it to his left and keeping that ball in front. Hopewell trying to strand that runner on 3rd base after Hunter Jesse started off the inning with a walk. The count's 1-0 to Johnson. Hopewell's pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice fastball there from Hopewell. Just blew it by Johnson. Harrison Johnson has 5 home runs on the season. One of them came against the Joes on opening night of the GLSCL season when he hit a 3-run homer. Joes would go on to lose that one 8-6. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hopewell's pitch. Outside, ball 2. Joes trying to get their 23rd win of the season and jump into first place with a win tonight. The Jazz lost 7-0 to the Scouts. Joes will face the Jazz tomorrow night at McBride Stadium. Hopewell's 2-1 on its way. Lined foul and off the screen. And the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hopewell trying to get an ending strikeout here. Maybe strikeout number 4 if he can do so. Johnson 0 for 2 today. Walked in his last at-bat. The count's 2-2 with 2 outs. Hunter Jesse on 3rd base. Hopewell's pitch. Just a tad high. And the count is full. Just atop the strike zone. Called ball, and the count is full with 2 outs. Hopewell's payoff pitch is a slowly hit chopper over to Garrett Staten, or Cole Becker rather, at 2nd base. He fields and tosses the Banj off for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Steam get a leadoff walk, but Hunter Jesse is stranded on 3rd, and the Joes still lead by 7 runs. Joes 9, Steam 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Due up for the Joes is John Sanjul, Garrett Staten, and Cole Becker when we come back here on Hamilton Joes YouTube.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
John Sanjewel will lead things off for the Joes to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Joes have scored runs in the past 2 innings thus far. They scored 3 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th. Sanjewel is 0 for 3 today. He's on a 6-game hit streak, so that is in jeopardy right now. Probably his last at-bat of the evening. Castile back on the mound delivers a ball high in the zone. The 1-0 to Sanjewel, and the lefty-lefty matchup's a fastball. Outside ball 2. Two balls and no strikes. Castile's pitch. Again outside. 3 straight balls thrown by Castile. Joes have had the leadoff man on for the past 2 innings, and Castile finds the strike zone there. 3-1 the count. (3-1) is called strike. Fastball in the outside corner, and the count runs full. So Castile has worked it full after he threw 3 straight balls to John Sanjewel. The pitch fought off. And we'll have another payoff pitch upcoming. Joe's trying to win their 4th straight game. Here's the payoff pitch. It's up in the zone, and Sanjewel pops it up to the first baseman, Wagner. He'll catch it on the palm of his mitt for out number 1. And now the 9-hitter, Garrett Staten, will bat. Staten 0 for 2. He walked in his last at-bat and came around to score in that 4-run 7th. He actually started that rally for the Joes when the first 5 guys in the 7th inning reached, but then next 3 struck out swinging. First pitch to Staten is a ball. Castile winds and fires, and that one low and inside again. He threw 3 straight balls to Sanjewel, but was able to work it full and then get Sanjewel to pop out. Counts 2-0. The 2-0 pitch is hit hard to the shortstop Brennan Rowe, who fields it, throws it for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for the Joes here in the bottom of the 8th. Scorecard flips over to the top of the order. Cole Becker. Cole is 1 for 3 today, doubled his last time up. Castile's pitch is swung at and missed. Becker came into today batting .400 against the Steam. Castile's pitch is off the end of the bat, and this one is going to spin foul. A lot of spin after the ball was off the end of the bat of Cole Becker. And the count's 0-2. Castile struck out the last 3 guys in the 7th. He came in, gave up a hit, but then struck out the next 3. Trying to retire Cole Becker here. The 0-2 pitch is lined down the left field side, but right at the left fielder. Carrington Cross hit well. It was a breaking ball that Cole Becker got a good piece of, but right at the left fielder for out number 3. So the Joes go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 8th. They'll be 3 outs away from securing their 23rd win of the season and first place in the South Division. We'll be right back here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Joes need 3 more outs to secure a spot in first place in the South Division. Top 2 teams in each division will make the playoffs at the end of the year. After tonight, the Joes will have, 7 games left?
Yes.
And they'll have another big one tomorrow night in Richmond against the Jazz, who are... Well, if the Joes win tonight, the Jazz will be a game out of first place. Hopewell trying to shut the door and get the win for the Joes. First pitch to Brennan Rowe is low for a ball. Brennan Rowe is 1 for 3 tonight. He had a double back in the 4th inning. Flew out to right field his last time up. The 1-0 from Hopewell is popped up and out of play. If the Joes were to make the playoffs, it would be a best out of 3. And if they would win that, they would go to the championship series, which would also be best out of 3 against the North Division winner. The 1-1 from Hopewell. It's just high, ball 2. But 7 games, a lot can change in the course of 7 games. 2 balls and a strike to Brennan Rowe. Chase Hopewell in his 3rd inning of work. Throws home. It's a breaking ball called strike. Nice pitch that found the inside corner of the plate. And the count is now even, 2-2. Colin Flynn on deck and Tyler Wagner will follow here this inning. The 2-2 from Hopewell is going to skip into the turf. And the count's full. This team have not gotten a hit since the 5th inning. They only have 4 on the day. Joes have 7 hits. This team also have 2 errors, and the Joes do not have an error tonight. Count's full to Brennan Rowe. Hopewell's payoff pitch. It's popped up. It's going to stay in play. It's going to be in foul territory. First baseman Leighton Banjoff is there in the grass in the outfield to make the catch for the first out. So the Steam down to their last 2 outs of today's game. Colin Flynn is over 1 today. He had a walk, a sac bunt, and then grounded into a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play in the 6th. Flynn, a freshman at UCF. Hopewell's first pitch to Flynn is low. One out here in the 9th. Counts 1-0 to Colin Flynn. Hopewell on the mound for the Joes. It's a 9-2 score here in Hamilton. The pitch from Hopewell, swing and a miss. 1-1 the count.
Before our broadcast concludes, I want to give a quick shout out to our 2 Hamilton Joes draft picks. Tyler McDonough, the highest pick in the GLSCL of the alumni, 3rd rounder, and the JUCO Bandit, Sinclair Community College graduate and eventual transfer to Miami University, Jacob Webb, was drafted by the Red Sox in the 14th round. So congrats to both of those guys, former Joes.
1-1 is followed off, and wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of guys on the Joes roster this year get drafted sometime in the future. Counts 1-2 to Colin Flynn. Wagner's on deck. Hopewell has 3 strikeouts today. This is his 3rd inning on the mound for the Joes after Klein went 6 when he gave up 2 earned runs. Counts 1-2 with 1 out. Hopewell gets his pitch. Kicks and fires. This one is hit back up the middle. Staten fields, throws to first, and it's going to pop out of the glove of Banjoff, who tried to scoop it off the turf. It's going to be an E6. And Flynn is aboard with 1 out.
Yeah, Flynn was moving down that first base line, and Banjoff had to make a tough scoop. Unfortunately for him, it just popped out of the glove, and so stays at 1 out now.
Wagner will bat. Wagner is 1 for 2 tonight, batting from the left side. 1 out in the inning. Hopewell will now pitch from the stretch on the mound. Sets below the belt. Now throws home for strike 1. We're going to have a pinch hitter for the Steam. I believe that's Corey Miley on deck. Hopewell's 0-1, swing and a miss. And there's 2 strikes on Wagner. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. Hopewell sets. Long pause on the mound. Now fires home. Called strike 3. How about that? What a delayed call that was. There's a fastball inside for the 2nd out.
Jim Enright with the drama here at the end.
He took his time to call that one a ball or a strike, and he rung up Wagner for the 2nd out of the inning. Wagner strikes out for the 2nd time today, and that's Hopewell's 3rd strikeout. And the pinch hitter is going to be Corey Miley for the Steam.
It still makes me laugh, Sam. Corey Miley is playing for the Steam in 2021 after playing for the Joes in 2019, and he has a Joes batting helmet on, as he has in his a couple appearances off the bench in his first couple of games. How many times do you see you wearing your opponent's batting helmet?
He's batting .433, 13 for 30 on the season. First pitch from Hopewell is swung at and missed.
Yeah, he's been very successful since transferring to St. Mary's College in California. Did not have a season in 2021 for the Gales. Or did not play, rather.
0-1 the count to Miley. 2 outs in the inning. Hopewell's pitch is scooped up off the turf by Sammy Sass. Counts 1-1 now. Miley only has one at-bat against the Joes this season, and it was a base hit. Or actually, 3 at-bats. He's 2 for 3 total against the Joes this season. The 1-1 from Hopewell is going to hit Miley. And there's going to be runners on first and second with 2 outs now. So Miley comes in, had 2 strikes on him, or just 1 strike, and then he gets plunked. Now, top of the order for the Cincinnati Steam, it's Adam Schneider. Schneider is 0 for 4 tonight. He's batting from the left side. Schneider out of University of New Mexico. Hopewell's first pitch to Schneider is a ball outside. Sass giving a signal to Hopewell to calm down. Just throw strikes. You only need 1 more out. You have a 7-run cushion. Hopewell takes a deep breath and now sets on the bump. Runners on first and second. 2 outs in the inning, and Hopewell throws another ball outside. Ball 2. The Steam only have 4 hits in the game tonight. They've worked quite a few walks, though. Their last hit came back in the 5th inning. Hopewell trying to find the strike zone. The 2-0 pitch is swung at and fouled off. 2-1. They count with 2 outs in the 9th. Chase Hopewell trying to slam the door shut in this one. Give the Joes their 23rd win of the season and a spot in first place in the South Division. Hopewell's 2-1. Fastball upstairs, ball 3. The count with 2 outs here in the 9th. The pitch to Schneider on its way, ball 4. It's a 5-pitch walk. And they are now loaded for a pinch hitter for the Steam. Or it was Hunter Jesse. Yeah, this is his second at-bat today's game. He walked in his first at-bat. Hunter Jesse, the Indiana Hoosier, playing ball over there in Bloomington. Had a couple at-bats this season for the Hoosiers. He'll come up with the bases loaded. Keegan Burney's going to go chat with Sammy Sass and Chase Hopewell on the mound. Hunter Jesse, this is his first at-bat of the season with the bases loaded. Batting .286 on the season with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. Hopewell comes set on the mound, high kick, and throws home for strike 1. Fastball that catches the outside corner. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Joes lead by 7 runs. The 0-1 pitch. Blowing out. Ball 1. A ball and a strike to Hunter Jesse. He's batting from the left side. The 1-1 pitch from Hopewell. It's a ground ball right side. This should do it. Cole Becker Fields throws the banj off at first, and the Joes win 9-2. Hopewell had them loaded here in the ninth, but able to escape the jam unscathed. And the Joes win 9-2 to get their 23rd win of the season, and they jump into first place after the Jazz lost 7-0 to the Scouts tonight. And Luke, another big game tomorrow night against that Jazz team.
Yeah, it's just a string of game after game after game for the Joes. They're all big down the stretch. Obviously, they gave themselves a nice cushion here after the Richmond Jazz took the loss and they were able to defeat their other contender for the playoffs in the Cincinnati Steam. But you got to remain vigilant for the last 7 games of the season, and especially tomorrow against the Richmond Jazz.
The Joes will be playing in Richmond at McBride Stadium. We'll have all the action right here on YouTube. Joes improved to 6-2 on the season against this team. They've been really dominant against Cincinnati this season. They improved to 23-12 on the year. 12-6 at home. They win their 4th straight game. We'll take a short break, and we're going to have Leighton Banchoff up here to talk with us on the post-game interview. He went 3 for 4 today, so don't go away. Leighton Banchoff right here in the press box when we come back. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube. Joes win 9-2.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com. The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Joes fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at cboxsports.
Joes fans, stop by Chester's Pizza to grab the best slice in town. A local staple since 1948, they're located at 2929 Dixie Highway in Hamilton, and they can be found on the phone at 513-892-1973. Chester's Pizza is a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
Leighton will be with us in a brief moment. He's currently talking with the GOSCL media guys, so that will also be posted at Twitter and YouTube. So we'll have him here in a brief moment, so stay tuned if you're waiting to listen to our interview with Leighton.
Frank's Glass is here for you, Hamilton and Fairfield, providing beautiful, reliable, and safe windows for all of your auto, residential, and commercial needs. Frank's Glass can be trusted to do the job right. Located at 5191 Dixie Highway in Fairfield, they can be contacted at 513-829-8284 or online at franksglass.com.
If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than L.E. Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pate Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Pfefferly will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joe's fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Hungry Joe's fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080.
Back here at Foundation Field, Sam Newcomb here alongside Leighton Banjoff. Leighton, player of the game today. You came in struggling 0 for 9 in your last 9 at-bats, but you're able to deliver today with a 3 for 4 day, 2 doubles, 4 RBIs. What was working for you out there?
Yeah, nothing. I mean, granted I went 0 for 9 in the past few games, so just sticking true to my approach, not getting frustrated. I know, they're not counting us hits, but still getting the barrel to the ball, and that's all you can really ask for as a ball player. Just go out there, play hard each and every day, and results will find themselves.
This was a crucial week for you guys. You start the week 4-0, outscoring opponents 31-2 through the first 4 games. Another big game tomorrow for you guys, but what's the approach for the team entering this week with the playoff battle being heated up there in the top of the South standings?
Yeah, not even worrying about that. I don't think it's great to be in first place or be in a battle right now, but just at the end of the day, just go out there, have fun, and play baseball. Like I said, the results will find themselves, and just great players, great ball club here, and we'll get the job done.
All right, Leighton, thank you for joining us. 3 for 4 day for Leighton Banjoff tonight. He's our player of the game. The Joes win 9-2 and jump into first place after the Jazz lost tonight. So final score, one more time, Joes 9, Steam 2 for Luke Westpoli. I'm Sam Newcomb saying so long from Foundation Field. We'll see you tomorrow night right here on YouTube.